Hey, hello, welcome to GameSpot's stream of Modern Warfare HD's multiplayer. We did a stream, me, you, Jean-Luc, did a stream of the single player about a month ago, but we now finally have access to the multiplayer since the game is officially out with the launch of Infinite Warfare, which comes out, today?
Yep, it's out today.
Yeah, so this was this was released alongside Infinite Warfare, so it's currently not available as a standalone product, but I'm sure many of you have already picked up Infinite Warfare and are enjoying this. At least I hope you are, because then we will have people to play against online. When we tried to play the Infinite Warfare multiplayer beta a couple weeks ago, had a little trouble getting in on the first day. There were some server issues.
I've had no issues so far. I played a couple rounds last night, and I played some this morning.
Oh, awesome. I'm really happy to hear that, because that's always a concern with like giant multiplayer game launches.
Totally.
You never quite know how the servers are going to hold up.
Let's get that.
Boom.
There we go.
Hey.
Okay. So
I really appreciate your mustache.
I'm up to
And your scarf.
Yeah, that's a new thing, by the way. Like in the original one, they didn't show your dude because you can't actually customize him. So,
right.
And you still can't, but they just show him. I see him ranked 6. I played a couple last night, and I did pretty well. I did a couple this morning, and I was absolute garbage.
Yep. Yeah,
but I got a little bit better. I was drinking last night, though, so maybe that was the reason. Maybe
we have a bar. We can loosen you up if need be. Let me know.
It's only 11 o'clock. I don't know.
Somebody's probably hanging out in the comments. We can get somebody to bring in a bottle of something.
Yeah, so...
That'll make this a really exciting stream.
Let's see here. I got to level 4, which means I can make a custom loadout now. They got, you know, your tags and emblems and all that.
So yeah,
fun
clearly
stuff.
pretty true to the original. Like, I remember all of this.
Yeah, I don't know if they're the exact same. They don't look the exact same.
They don't. Well, I would imagine the art has been updated.
Totally.
Like, that seems like such an easy and like kind of a nice thing to update now that we're like 9 years past the original release.
Pretty basic. They didn't really add anything or like take anything from the later one, so this is what you remember.
Yeah. Although, I mean, arguably that's a good thing. I mean, you actually put out a really good video earlier this week about when do remasters go too far. And I think that a lot of people playing this really want that classic experience that they remember. I mean, we've had a Call of Duty every year for 9 years. I think people kind of, like, we know what Call of Duty is like. We just want to go back and relive that original Modern Warfare experience, right? I mean, this is, in so many ways, the game that set the template. I feel like they have refined the formula for multiplayer over the past 9 years. Like, they've introduced Pick 10 and all this other stuff. But the core of it, like all the ideas of leveling and perks and all of those like fundamental ideas were already in place for this game. So it's going to be kind of interesting to go back and see how it actually plays now that we've have like our modern expectations and have been playing newer Call of Duties for the past like almost a decade.
Yeah. I just popped right in.
No rigs in this one.
No rigs. Well, even I was talking with Mike, and I played more Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer than I did 1. And I forgot that like 2 had the weapon upgrades. Like there were like the challenges with the weapons. So it's like, oh, all right. Well, first thing we're doing is we're muting everyone.
Yeah, good call.
Let's do that.
Nice.
Okay, cool. But that
Quick
game
on the
had
draw.
that game had like challenges you would do with each weapon, which encouraged you to actually like mess with the other weapons, which this one does not have. And also brought up the point where every Call of Duty runs into this eventual issue where one weapon is clearly better.
Yeah.
And with this one, the best weapon in the game is the first weapon, which is this one, the M4 here. Or, sorry, M16. There is an M4 as well. So
to my knowledge, they haven't rebalanced anything, like we were just saying.
Dang it.
Well, you got a couple kills in there. You're 2-1 right now, I think. Yeah, like I said, I feel like they actually went out of their way to not adjust gameplay in any way.
It's the game you remember, which means, all the kind of glitches and not glitches.
That loadout that you found that was like the killer app.
Yep, it is still the killer.
Load,
it's still killer one. Which I think is what people want.
I would assume so. I mean, especially since there's been a lot of pushback against Call of Duty becoming an annualized franchise. I mean, it is the game that everyone loves to hate, right? But I think the original Modern Warfare is kind of what like established the franchise. So if there is a Call of Duty game that people are going to love, it's going to be that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never been good at Call of Duty for that exact reason. Like, if you don't know the maps and if you aren't, like, checking your corners at every instant, someone could just, like, wander out and, like, oh, you're a sitting duck. Like, he's already looking at you, you're screwed. Like, even if you turn, unless he completely misses you, it's a free kill. Yeah, right, like right there. That guy had no chance.
The map design is crucial to being good at this game for sure.
But I feel like that's also one of the reasons this game excelled. The maps in general were actually really good. And I say this game, specifically Modern Warfare, not like Call of Duty in general.
And 2. I'd say 2 also had really good maps.
Yeah, I feel like 3 didn't quite. I mean, in my mind, it actually like each game got progressively worse, and not necessarily by a massive degree. It wasn't like 3 was awful, but I think they really nailed it with the original Modern Warfare. 2 was actually really great for its own reasons, but I still enjoyed the original more, and 3 was kind of fine for me.
Yeah. That was late.
Oh, by the way, I will be keeping an eye on chat, so if anybody is in the YouTube site or Twitch comment sections or chat channels, I'll be trying to address your questions, so feel free to drop stuff in there. I am trying to keep an eye on that as we play.
Damn it.
I'm also just going to watch Jean-Luc die a lot, but I can't judge because I'm sure I would be dying more. Also, I have people talking about, oh, run.
I got it. No.
Oh, well, okay. You were screwed. Rock in a hard place there.
Yeah.
There was nothing you do, man. People are already talking about Battlefield 1. And yeah, I mean, this is an interesting contrast to Battlefield 1. Just Call of Duty in general, but Modern Warfare specifically. Like, very twitchy, small, close quarters, claustrophobic combat, as opposed to the relatively large and vehicle-driven maps of Battlefield. I think that's an interesting contrast. So in my mind, they actually serve two different kind of markets. I'd say that this is actually more closely aligned with Titanfall. Like, if we're talking about direct competitors, I think that it's kind of like Titanfall versus Call of Duty this year as opposed to Call of Duty versus Battlefield, which I think traditionally we think of those two franchises as being like the head-to-head matchup, because for a long time they were extremely similar, and now they have diverged enough that they actually can kind of occupy their own niches, which is probably better for everyone.
I agree. And for me, at least as far as Infinite Warfare's multiplayer, I don't actually like it that much. It's just kind of whatever to me. It doesn't feel particularly standout-ish.
Sure.
I think I actually really like the purity of this multiplayer right here. Like, it's just like very basic. It's you know what to expect, you know what to do, and then it's all about the skill and the map layout. The other one just has a little too much going on with the rigs. Like, it's not, and it comes at this cost of.
Oh no.
You have to advance it a little bit. Do you mind lowering the game volume just a bit for me? You have to advance that each game, otherwise you're just releasing the same thing. But then eventually it's like, well, at a certain point, if you keep advancing it, there's like not much else you could do, and you're just kind of bloating the multiplayer in general.
Well, I mean, that is one of the big issues of releasing a new iteration of the same franchise every single year, right? You end up like, what do you do to differentiate among so many different, right? And so it ends up feeling kind of bloated, or you end up with like ancillary systems that don't add much and they're just kind of there, so there is something new.
I died. Oh, that's embarrassing.
You died a whole bunch. Oh, were you the round end? Oh, that's never a good feeling. Close match, though.
Yeah, I was doing bad.
A couple people were actually asking about the controls, or asking how it feels,
Feels exactly like Call of Duty. Now, granted, I did not play Call of Duty on this controller. I played it on an Xbox 360.
Yep.
But the feel, I mean, it instantly familiar. Just like the movement and everything about it is pretty much the exact same.
So it feels like a smooth transition. It's a faithful adaptation. There's nothing like no like weird input delay or no like weird tweaks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's mess with some weapons. Let's try the AK. Yeah, I don't have much unlocked yet.
People are already yelling for you to just like blast people with the noob tube.
Oh, yes.
Which is, I mean, that is kind of the cheap way to rack up a few kills, but it's also kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you, man. It's your call. I don't know if you want to stoop that low, but, you know, if the stream demands it, if chat demands.
Interesting.
Yeah, people are still a little annoyed that they can't buy the game separately. I mean, Activision hasn't said anything about this, but I would be kind of shocked if it never became available as a standalone purchase. I mean, we have there's been no indication that will happen, but like just logic dictates that if there's a demand and Activision likes making money, they will release it as a standalone product at some point.
They'll do it.
I firmly believe in my heart that will happen.
I really, really want to see end of this year or like beginning of next year, looking at the numbers, who's playing more Infinite Warfare's multiplayer or Remastered's multiplayer?
I'd be especially interested to see who's playing more today, since people are just now today getting access to both games.
Infinite Warfare, just because more people will have it.
Well, yeah, because I guess not everyone who's getting Infinite Warfare got the special edition packaging.
Yep.
There are 3 different SKUs that included Modern Warfare HD, but not every version of Infinite Warfare. Wow.
I was like, don't
not
go
every
across that
version
bridge. That's
of
the
Infinite
kill zone.
Warfare comes with Modern Warfare HD, so more people will have Infinite Warfare than Modern Warfare HD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just got sniped real bad there.
Getting
That was
first
actually
blood.
a really good shot.
Let's see.
Hey, watch out, that thing's on fire. Wow, he really was head down on that one. Head on a swivel, guy. You gotta be checking your corners. See what chat. Overgrown equals worst map. There's an interesting poll for everyone. Everyone, if you're watching this, feel free to comment with your favorite maps. We'll see if we can like create some matches and jump into stuff that you guys want to see.
I have, so there are 10 maps. I'll start with Mike. I think pretty sure the original game had 12. So I don't know what 2 they didn't put in. I think they're gonna eventually add the other 2.
Yeah, from what I remember, it's actually launching with fewer maps than it will have. Like, it doesn't launch with all the maps that the original game had, but they do plan on adding all of them.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. You should probably double-check the site if you are really interested in getting that 100% right.
Yeah.
GameSpot.com for all your Modern Warfare needs.
If anyone in the chat knows which ones they left out, I'm curious.
Someone's asking about the graphics on PS4. So hopefully what you're seeing is a relatively accurate representation of what it looks like on our screen. Like, the stream should be pretty faithful. But yeah, like, it looks really good. I mean, again, Jean-Luc and I were playing single player about a month ago, and we were both pretty impressed with how it's looking. I actually just did a write-up on Skyrim Remastered. I think they've done a nicer job here than they did on Skyrim, for example. Granted, Skyrim's a much bigger and just a very different game, so updating it just requires very different things. But honestly, this looks pretty damn good. It doesn't look necessarily like a PS4 game, but man, it's not too far off. Hey, that guy was just waiting for you.
Should have known better.
Camping scum. Guy in a ghillie suit. So yeah, honestly, like, and you just saw some like little particle effects, like the little sparks.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that. The lighting's really great. Like the shadow effects, like shadows are really smooth. They're not all jaggy and weird. As you can see, like the textures look really detailed. I feel like they've actually updated a lot of the textures. Get him. Yeah.
So I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure
I got UAV. Oh.
These assets have actually existed for a while now, because let's try this gun. Because they've actually there's that free version of Call of Duty in China. You remember? On PC.
Yeah, I do remember.
So that had Modern Warfare 1 and 2 maps, like redone.
So you think that
I'm pretty sure they've had at least some of these assets already like ready to go for a while.
Womp. Yeah, that is entirely possible. No, I don't think that, this was... I mean, again, it's a remaster, not a remake, so clearly they weren't just, like, redoing everything from the ground up. But yeah, I think that's a very interesting theory, and there's a good chance you're right. Also, someone was saying, so do you think that they did a good job with Skyrim? I think they could have done a better job. We actually had a whole big, long lobby conversation about this, so if you want to see, like, a 12-minute discussion about Skyrim Remastered, GameSpot.com, we have a whole big segment on it.
So between me and Joey, we've probably seen all of or at least most of the remasters that have come out this year.
Yeah, because you did BioShock as well.
Graphics comparisons and stuff like that. And if you're talking pure visual upgrade and like amount of effort, I'd say this one's actually the best.
From what I've seen, which granted is not as much as you, I'm inclined to agree. I think actually they did a really nice job with BioShock as well, although this, I think, in terms of like a side-by-side comparison of which has improved the most, I agree that it's Modern Warfare.
Yeah, they put the most effort, a lot of just whole new models, assets, stuff like that.
One thing I do want to point out about Skyrim, though, is that the visual update is not spectacular, but they've reduced the load times substantially, which anybody who's played that game knows that's going to make a huge difference, because there are loads all over the place in that game. So the fact that they now pass, not quite in the blink of an eye, but significantly, noticeably faster than they did before, is actually a more like meaningful improvement than the visual update. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, me and Mike noticed, Nick noticed that when we were playing the live stream. It's just how quick the loading times were.
Yeah, God bless him for that, because I would get so impatient waiting for stuff to load when I was playing that game back in 2011. Or actually, I didn't get around to it until 2012, but shh.
Wow.
I know. I was behind the times. I did eventually play like 150 hours of that game, though.
Oh, yeah.
And I already started a couple different characters on the new one, which is crazy, because like I haven't actually played much Titanfall. Like, I should clearly be playing the new thing instead of playing Skyrim again.
Titanfall is my current jam as far as multiplayer goes.
Yeah, people
I'm
were
really into it.
People were real bummed about the betas. Like I think a lot of people were really down on the game after the betas. But man, the finished product is great.
The few issues I had with the beta, I think they totally resolved in the final version. Like I think it's really good.
Someone in the comments asked, "Do you guys have a PS4 Pro yet?" We do. We have one in the office. I'm not exactly sure how much I can really say about it, but I know that we have a review going up very soon.
The unboxing just went out.
Yeah, and we have a big giant article full of that lists every game that is receiving a PS4 Pro update. So all of the software that will actually make use of the PS4 Pro's updated hardware is on the site, so you can check that out as well.
Yeah, I believe next week we will have the review up.
Yeah.
Along with a bunch of gameplay. I'm actually going to go work on that video review after this live.
Oh, right on. Yeah, no, our tech editor, Jimmy Thang, has been doing a really exhaustive job of gathering every game, basically, that is like in that initial launch lineup of updated PS4 Pro games and testing all of them side by side with their originals. So we're going to have some pretty exhaustive coverage of that next week.
I can say for sure that got killed. This game.
Did you just get knifed?
I got knifed. This game supports Speed Pro. So.
Oh, Jean-Luc. What? Actually, I think it's the first time you got shanked, though, and the fact that I'm like talking in your ear and distracting you is not helping, I'm sure. You're not going to get him. Oh, okay, that will work. I thought you were going to try to snipe him with the AK, and I'm like, dude, this gun does not have the accuracy for that.
But yes, this both Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare support the PS4 Pro. So you can play this game in 4K on your PlayStation, which I bet would actually look really nice.
Probably. Someone was disappointed Skyrim wasn't 60. Hopefully they will update it at some point so that it will run at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it ran kind of rough on PS4.
I mean,
I saw Joey play it. And
I wouldn't say
sort of
rough, but it certainly could have been better.
I thought it looked rough.
Someone is still rooting for the noob tube, which you don't even have that weapon equipped anymore. Oh no, well you do have the you have the underbarrel thing. Yeah.
It's just a
attachment.
Oh, that guy was still there.
Oh. That's one of those like high noon showdown, like who can pull the trigger faster. Like, you're just walking to each other through a door.
I never claimed to be good at this game.
Yeah, well, and again, like as anybody who's ever streamed knows, trying to like engage an audience and talk to people while playing is actually remarkably distracting.
I'm not doing as bad as I was doing.
I think your KD is pretty even.
This morning was real bad.
I haven't been keeping track, but I think you're about even. Your team is behind by 4 kills though, so you got to catch up. The match is almost over.
Shit.
All or nothing.
All right, we're good.
Someone is asking us to play Kill Confirmed. Yeah, we're going to cycle through. We're going to try to get into different types of matches and show you guys. But, I mean, again, if you played Modern Warfare, all of that stuff is here. So all of those classic modes remain unchanged.
I think Kill Confirmed
knifed again.
Only in...
Dude, you're going to be the end-of-round kill again.
Damn it!
You getting knifed is... Here it comes. Oh, no, somebody else got sniped. Okay, I thought it was going to be you getting...
Nope.
Oh, nope, it is you.
It is me. It is me.
Oh, that's harsh,
this is
man.
Embarrassing.
That is harsh.
Okay, let's try a different mode.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I just been playing Team. That's all I played when I played this game. When I played this in Modern Warfare 2, I only ever played Team Deathmatch. If a game has a really good like deathmatch, I just like deathmatch. All right, let's. So yeah, you got. I like it tells you it doesn't tell you how many people are playing. It tells you the percentage of where the players are, so you kind of can go where you think you'll find the most matches. Like in the original, you got standard, which is standard game modes, hardcore, which turns off a lot of like the HUD and stuff. So there's the potential for friendly fire as well.
Yep.
And then old school, which is no classes, and that's really funny that there's a play mode. It's called old school because this game I would consider to be old school at this point.
This was old school 9 years ago, so now it's like super old school.
So yeah, you got everything.
But that is interesting because I think that speaks to the time and place of when this game came out, right? Because there wasn't really like leveling.
Kill confirmed. No,
there it
is.
It
does have kill confirmed.
There wasn't really like leveling in XP in shooter multiplayer at the time. Like Call of Duty really was the first major franchise to do that, and it was coming out of an era of like Tribes and Counter-Strike and like arena-based shooters, right? That was sort of the dominant online shooter focus for many years before that, and so. It's interesting that they included this mode of like, yeah, you can still play games that way. Like, you don't have to deal with all of our perks and stuff like that. Kind of funny. I think illustrates where they're coming from.
Man,
we're back on Overgrown.
Gross.
Oh, well, at least it's kill confirmed now.
One thing I have been trying to do, because every shooter does this now, is the sprint slide. I've been trying to do that, and you can't do it. Game does not have it.
Somebody asked if we're hiring. Weirdly enough, we are. We have a few open positions. I don't know where to tell you to go. Like, go to the site and probably scroll to the bottom. I'm guessing there's a link to our jobs page.
Like cbsi.com, we have like careers, something like that.
Yeah, we have a few open positions.
Get that tag.
Boom. Hey, Jean-Luc, I think you've taken the lead.
Oh, that was awful.
Well, it wasn't great. I can't believe you got the kill when you got flashbanged. Like, clear line of sight, no kill. Flashbang, instant death.
By the way, I want to say that I'm currently not wearing my glasses because I broke them. So
I just thought you had contacts.
No.
Oh.
I broke them, and my new ones should hopefully arrive sometime within like next week.
I guess your vision must not be like too bad.
Not too bad, but everything is slightly blurry.
If you want me to take over, I mean, you're doing not bad, but it's pretty funny you're playing at a disadvantage. Don't judge you too harshly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I can blame it on my lack of sight.
We can make all kinds of excuses.
Oh, totally. Oh.
It's nice to see everyone in YouTube chat. It's really playing nice and just being very, kind and positive to each other.
Always.
Not a lot going on in Twitch chat though. So nobody wants to jump in on Twitch. We'll see your comments.
Yeah, I'm really glad I have not had any issues getting in a match. As far as people so far. Obviously, it's only like day one.
But it does mean that there's enough of a player base and there haven't been server issues, both of which can be concerns for launches like this. So
even if it doesn't ever, like I imagine, even if it won't have a very large player base, like if there's a drop-off, I guarantee you with this game, there will always be a dedicated group of people.
Yeah, no, this is the kind of game that, like, you get down to a group of 1,000 people who just refuse to leave.
Exactly. Like, there may only be 1,000 people playing, but those 1,000 people are always playing, so it may be, like, really hardcore, and that may be a problem for you if you just want to casually jump in, but you'll always have people to play with for a very long time. I can almost guarantee it.
I also just want to point out, who snipes during kill confirmed? Who's this guy who shot you down the bridge?
That's
like
a good point. Yeah,
the point of this game type is to discourage people from playing that way. Nice.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you're not gonna do as well. It keeps the guitar, the sick guitar riff.
Yeah. I guess if you have like a spotter, if you have someone next to you who can like run and grab the tags while you keep sniping.
But he'll get the points.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. Unless you want to be like a real good team player about it.
Actually going to steal a link from our Twitch chat and post it in our YouTube.
Oh, thank you, Bob Jones. Yes, PS4 unboxing. Go check that out. It's pretty beefy. It's a beefy system, like size-wise.
Yeah, it weighs like more than twice as much as a PS4. Not as big as the launch PS3, though, which was, I think, as far as I can remember, still the most monstrous console I've ever interacted with.
Ooh, Xbox One's pretty close. Or the original Xbox, even.
Yeah, the original Xbox. God, you remember the original Xbox controllers?
Yeah.
God, the Bear Claw.
Is that what you called it, the Bear Claw?
Jokingly, yeah. Well, there's an old Penny Arcade strip that, like, yeah. Old internet joke.
I always called it the Duke. Is that the official name?
That might be the official name for it, actually.
Okay, that's what I always referred to it as.
As Bob Jones points out, some people just want to shoot people, no matter the mode.
Yep.
Very true.
I think that's the other thing is, I'm not a big fan of team-based modes in games like this, because the team typically doesn't want to work together. So for me, it's like, well, I'll just play team deathmatch, and all that matters is that we get kills.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
even if a guy is gonna not play nice with me, like on a team, it doesn't matter as long as he's getting kills. That's all I care about.
It does seem like over the past few years, a lot of shooter developers have tried to focus their multiplayer more and more on team tactics. And honestly, I think part of that is a direct response to Call of Duty, which has always been a game about your kill-death ratio. I mean, it's never been particularly good at encouraging teamwork, even in its team-based modes. It's pretty much always just been a run-and-shoot people kind of game, which is fine. That's totally fun. But then I think in order to compete or to offer something different, that has pushed a lot of other developers to focus their games in a particular way.
Yeah, I grew up playing games like Quake, where it's like, man, I don't care about all these other, like, it's like capture the flag and all that stuff is cool. I mean, it kind of spawned from games like Quake, but for me, it was always like, just deathmatch. Just give me that deathmatch.
Womp.
Give me that pure murder. That's what I'm into.
Jean-Luc, big murder fan.
Big fan of murder. I'm doing not good. I'm
put that on
doing
your business
bad
card.
at murder, though, right now. Yeah, when I get my new business cards, I'll ask them.
Video producer / murderer.
Our official GameSpot business cards. I'll say, could you just add murder on that one? Thank you.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Did you ever use your UAV last round? You had a couple. You had a couple perks. I don't remember if you actually used them.
Oh, did I not?
I don't think so.
Our UAV is online.
Oh, I just used it right now.
Well,
UAV is airborne.
I made it happen.
hey.
Oh my god!
Wow. Here's that same guy with the sniper rifle.
Ah.
And you've got one on your team. What is with these guys? Kill confirmed.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh.
Hassan, not fast enough.
Toastman confirms. Yeah, the Duke was the name of the original Xbox controller. Jean-Luc with the excellent trivia points there.
I remember when the Halo Anniversary came out on Xbox 360. Was it Ben Heck, the guy who the famous modder who likes modding? He made like a 360 laptop and like weird stuff like that. He made a modded Duke controller that works with a 360 and like gave it away in a sweepstakes or something, so you could play Halo 1 Anniversary with the original Duke controller.
The controller's not good.
I wanted it.
No.
Oh, no, I wanted that.
Jean-Luc, no. Don't hate yourself.
Ah, that'd have been so good.
Nope. Bad. It's bad. It's a bad controller.
What
do you think the worst?
That was my guy.
What is the worst controller of all time? Not like first party. Because there have been some really horrible, like Pelican and Mad Cats have put out some really bizarre and terrible controllers over the years.
I never
but
liked
like
those.
first party, what's the worst controller?
I really don't like the N64 controller.
Oh yeah, it was real dumb. It was a weird. Yeah, that stick. Yeah, mine was like broken after a year or something. Nintendo has a habit of making just the GameCube controller as well.
I was gonna say, so I don't despise the GameCube controller, but I don't think it's that great. But I know multiple people who swear that the GameCube controller is the best controller ever made, and will swear by that to this day.
Are they also big Smash fans?
They are big
Okay,
Smash
that's why,
fans.
though.
But they're like, greatest controller ever made. I'm like, you're insane.
Dude, the helicopter's still there.
Yes.
Don't. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
He's gone. I was like, you're gonna get killed by the same chopper.
Oh, what's happening?
I see they haven't changed the. Man, I always hated the health indicator in Modern Warfare 2 the most, with like the smear, like the jelly smear across the screen.
Oh yeah.
Hated it. I forgot that it doesn't look quite that bad in this game, but it's still a very similar effect. Oh, he got you just as you went in.
This is a bad match. This is bad.
Yeah, your KD is pretty low on this one.
I don't even want to look at it.
It's. I'm trying to just click through the end screen real quick on this match. I think it's about to end, which thankfully means we can get off of Overgrown and maybe see some other stuff.
I would like to get off this map. Well, let's try a different mode as well.
Will Burrows is desperate to be replied to. There you go, man. Hello. Thank you for watching this stream. Sergio Garcia loves all controllers. Oh, that's very sweet.
Oof. Yeah, that's bad. That's no good.
Logan Oates believes the GameCube controller was awesome, so he's kind of on your friend's side. Someone is already saying the Nintendo Switch is underpowered. I mean, listen, it's Nintendo. Nintendo's gonna Nintendo.
We don't know. Also, it kind of doesn't matter, I feel like. Okay.
They're doing their own thing.
What do we want to do?
Hey, chat. What do you want us to play?
What mode?
Vote now. You have like 10 seconds.
Search and destroy, headquarters, domination.
Literally no one has said anything. What do you want to play, Jean-Luc?
Again, I just
match.
I just play team deathmatch. Usually.
I would just say let's see who's playing what. A lot of people in domination. Actually, yeah, domination seems like a good
domination's
choice.
probably the other big one that I think most people play.
Back on, man,
team deathmatch then domination.
We've only played 2 matches or 2 maps this entire stream. We're back on Crash.
Again. I mean,
Crash is great.
Crash is a great map.
Terrible movie, great map. But yeah, it's also the map
I've
we
never
started
seen
on.
Crash.
It's like racism is bad. The movie. It's like okay, we get it. We get it. Crash.
Oh.
Like the least nuanced take on racism ever.
Yeah.
It's like all right, you can chill out now.
Really blunt about it.
The ham-fisted, I think would be the term.
Yes.
Heavy-handed.
Our UAV is online. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh, now we're getting votes. I wonder if is there a delay between our.
Oh yeah, there always is.
All right.
Whatever they say.
People are just saying TDM though, which is like.
That's what I was playing earlier. I mean, we can go back to that. That's fine if that's what people want. I'm happy with that. I like team deathmatch.
Someone voted for Battlefield 1, and I know you're making a snarky joke, but if you want, we actually have a couple different old streams available for you to go back and watch that are not live, but they're still on the site.
Plenty of Battlefield 1.
Yep.
Ah!
Womp.
We lost Charlie.
I really like not having to play. This is great.
Yeah.
This is like when your friends drive you somewhere and you just get to hang out in the passenger seat. Like, yeah, I don't have to do anything right now. I can just control the playlist and annoy you.
I can give you this controller.
Nah, it's okay. I'm good. I want to play this. I just don't want to play it while people are watching me play it. So I appreciate you taking the bullet, both metaphorically and literally.
Our UAV is online.
I'll probably play a lot more of this over the weekend. I think I'm gonna that and Titanfall. Actually, I really want to play the campaign. I did not play that a month earlier because the copy we played was actually Rob's copy. I did not have a copy because we only got a couple. But now that I have my own copy, I want to check this out.
We got a couple of votes for Cage Match and Ground War, so maybe we can switch to one of those.
All right, yeah, I'm down.
Once we finish up here. We're a little more than halfway through this match. Other teams have 53 kills, so. Actually, I can't remember. Does Domination end at 75 like the other modes, or do you actually have to capture, like, is that the only way to win Domination?
Again, I just played so much Team Deathmatch, I don't remember.
Fair enough. We'll find out. Ooh. Failing to jump through the window.
That guy should have had me.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. It's always, like, those kind of firefights are always tense because, like, one shot, you're toast.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, that's... Me playing Call of Duty is pretty much a lot of, like, exactly what just happened to you. There's a guy, I'm dead.
Ooh.
Nice. I think you got him mid-jump. Ah.
Twofer.
At least I will say that I appreciate the respawn time is so low in Call of Duty.
Nothing. There's no respawn time.
Yep. And you're back.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
It's the super meat boy of shooters.
Securing Charlie.
I like that comparison.
Our UAV is online.
Just right back into it. And then, like Super Meat Boy, you just immediately get shot.
Okay, yeah, you die
Start
again.
back up. Yep.
Just ground beef. Hey, you're losing C. You should go get C. Oh, I think there's a guy there.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. This is a pile of bodies.
I need the lasers outside. I feel like I do better with that.
Have you leveled up recently? Where are you at?
I'm at level 7. We could check.
Also, it looks like the kill totals to end the match are much higher in Domination. Because you're way past 75 at this point.
All right. Yeah. That makes sense.
Halftime.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. So it's 200. Okay, that's right. God, I forgot about halftime. It's been a while. Ooh, that guy's real dead. Super dead.
Domination.
Somebody's randomly talking about Deadpool. Deadpool is good. You're right.
The movie? Yeah. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Securing Alpha.
You hear that the
Sequels having all kinds of trouble.
oh yeah, well not only that, my favorite part about that news is that so the director left because of like disputes with Ryan Reynolds. But the best, dumbest outcome out of this is that that director is now working on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Yes, I did see that.
Which is amazing.
Is it?
I mean, it's amazing to me in how weird that is.
It's
I don't
pretty
think the
weird.
movie will be amazing.
No.
And then that doesn't suddenly mean like it's going to be a real edgy. Well, I mean, it might be edgy in like a Sonic the Hedgehog way, but not in a like Deadpool way.
So Bob asked if that's a movie, isn't it? Yes, someone is currently making a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. That's a thing that exists in the world.
He should have made the Shadow the Hedgehog movie. That's a more apt comparison. Between the two.
Dead. Oh, you got an assist though. Somebody avenged you.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Ah! I was like looking at my guy, and then I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
You didn't think about cars? You should fix his car.
Yeah.
Bring vehicles to Call of Duty. Take that, Battlefield. Oh, I was trying to debate if that icon was like, is that close enough that it's going to kill you, or are you okay?
Me too.
And then while I was thinking that, someone shot
That
you.
guy immediately killed me again.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Also, we're now getting to the part of the match where like everyone has enough, or like there are so many kills happening that everyone has perks and everyone is launching their like UAVs and choppers and stuff.
The
and
nuke
it's just
was
like
in
a mess.
2, right? They didn't have
Yeah,
that in
nuke didn't
1.
exist till 2.
Yeah, okay.
As far as I can remember, someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain it was 2.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Team secure.
I remember 2 had dogs.
God, the dogs were so annoying.
Oh, the dogs are great.
When one was coming at you, it sucked though. They were great if you were the one
Oh yeah.
dropping the dogs,
just
being like,
summon
"Go
your
dog,
dogs."
go!" Yeah, but
Love
like they were. I remember them being practically invincible, or seeming like I couldn't kill them, or I never had enough time
Yeah.
to shoot them enough before they got to me and ripped me apart.
Totally.
I actually really like what Black Ops did because they subbed in like the RC car for the dogs, which then you actually had to be in control. It wasn't just like an instant
Yeah, but
like
then someone
my
could
autonomous
shoot
killing
you.
machine runs off. Yeah, but I mean, I think it became a risk-reward thing instead of just
Totally,
a pure
yeah.
like
That's true.
hit a button and your dog destroys your enemies for you. Right? I think it was
I
a
know.
better balance.
You're right, but I like the dogs. I like the idea of just hitting a button and dogs murder for me. I think it's
Press
cooler.
X for dog murder.
Yeah. Well, you could also murder dogs. That was another thing.
That's well, you like that about the game? I don't
No,
like shooting
I didn't
the
say I
dogs.
like that part. I'm just saying that happened.
I think it was a little low.
Lot of-
Yep, that's coming. Don't go forward. I told you not. I literally said not to do that.
Oh, I thought you said did go forward.
I said don't go
Oh,
forward.
that makes a lot more sense.
That grenade was low. You were going to die. Sorry, I guess I could have
That was caught on video.
articulated that a little better. It was really funny though.
A lot of dog murder in all these games. I remember in this one you can like snap dogs' necks.
Oh, that's so sad though. Yeah, oh,
Damn
yeah,
it.
like that sneaking mission in the the early portion of the campaign.
Yeah.
In 2, not in the.
How'd I get? Oh, up there.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
I still really like. I kind of wish they included some of the goofier. Oh, that sucks. Goofier modes that Black Ops started doing, like gun game and all that stuff, or like wager matches.
Like, gun games always
I love
one
that
that I
stuff.
really like in older, interesting games in general. Like I think Counter Strike's the one who did Counter Strike start gun game.
Strike on the way.
That's I don't know. That's a question for like Danny O'Dwyer.
It's the
Like
one that
the
I
shooter
always
historian.
I always associate gun game with Counter Strike first, but I don't remember who started gun game.
It's definitely an idea that's been around quite a long time. It may have started in Counter Strike. That's another one. Maybe chat will know.
Always as a mod. That is something I always like about most shooter modes that you take for granted nowadays. Always started as a mod, which I think is just like really cool.
It's really fascinating to talk to some sort of high level developers now and hear how they got into the industry. Because frequently, in my experience, the story involves, oh yeah, I just made mods for this game and they got picked up and I eventually got a job that way.
A lot of shooters.
Yeah, like the guys working on Titanfall, several of them told me that they started out making mods. I know that that's true of many of the people who made Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, man, you guys got slaughtered.
Yeah, a lot of game studios and people and modes and stuff like that all originally were like mods, you know. Danny just put out his video about Rocket League, and that started as a like a separate game type that they made
Yeah.
for Unreal Tournament 2004. and eventually that became Rocket League.
It's kind of a shame that I don't think that quite exists anymore, at least not to the same extent. Like I don't hear of nearly as many people getting jobs these days by like modding games. I'm confident that it still happens, but
they wanted?
some people are saying, let's see. Somebody in chat had a couple cage match or ground war, either of those, whichever has more players, I would say would be a good choice.
They
Maybe
both
ground
have
war.
less than 5. We
Oof.
try.
Yeah, go for ground war. See if you can get
Big
in.
team games. Oh yeah, that's like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right.
So amazing to see. And a different
Hey,
map. Wow,
map.
you got in instantly. Nice. Okay, cool.
I actually have not gotten this map yet. Woo.
Fog.
And it's probably mid-match.
But we'll find out. Oh God! I thought that was you spawning
too.
in, and you threw a grenade. I was like, dude.
I was like, I did not press that.
Thankfully, that was not you. That would be extra embarrassing.
Oh, that would be. And then I ran into it. That'd be stupid. Who would do that?
We should play search after this. Someone is very adamantly demanding we play search.
We can do that. What time are we at?
It is 1:40. And in case you're just joining us,
we'll
obviously we were
probably
playing
end on
Modern Warfare HD. This is a multiplayer focused stream. We actually did a single player stream last month, so if you want to see how the single player looks and the updated visuals and all that stuff, that is on the site for you to go check out. Currently, though, all multiplayer, since this is out today alongside Infinite Warfare as part of like a package deal for 3 different special edition SKUs of that game. It is not currently available as a standalone product, but it's still pretty cool. We're still checking it out. Feel free to jump in the comments on Twitch, on site, or on YouTube. We'll try to address any comments or questions that you have. But mainly we're just going to, like, you know, mock Jean-Luc for dying a bunch.
Oh, yeah. As it is.
I'm going to try to be supportive. I'm here for you, Jean-Luc.
Oh, thank you.
Also, you just died again.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. This is kind of a dick comment, but it's really funny. You aren't actually playing. You are absorbing bullets. Touché, Bob. All right, we'll play search. Logan Oates really wants us to play search.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Chill out, man. We got. We're gonna stick around another 20 minutes, so we'll probably play till about 2 p.m.
Yep.
2 p.m. Pacific. Not sure where you are, but that's where we are.
Hey, why don't you go first?
He's thrown.
Yep,
oh,
yep.
Wow. He's playing the patience game. Smart. Oh, that's bad.
Find a corner.
Hey, you're not dead though.
Whoa, whoa.
You're almost dead. You might want to crouch. There's a guy in the doorway. You might. Yep. Hey, nice.
It is just a horrible choke point right here.
Someone is shooting in the door through the door behind you. I don't know if that was. It might have been a teammate.
That's my guy.
Okay. You seem very certain about that.
We can see him on the map.
Oh God, I wasn't even looking at the map. I'm dumb.
Alright, that just seemed terrible. Ooh. Yeah, a little too many people. I didn't like these modes as much because I think it's just I think it breaks the game a little bit. There's too many people.
Well, like we were saying earlier, I feel like Call of Duty is sort of designed to be very fast, very twitchy, and that works best on small, tight, focused maps.
Yep.
With a limited number of people. Otherwise, it's just non-stop death from every angle.
Yep, a lot of buildings, a lot of cover.
I mean,
open spaces.
It sounds
can
good,
work, but usually don't.
But like the insta-death and like instant respawn style of Call of Duty is not super compatible with these bigger styles of matches. I feel like this is what Battlefield offers.
That like a Halo, I think.
And Halo as well, yeah. Well, I think this is actually why people were kind of down on Battlefield for a while. God, I can't talk. It got away from vehicles and bigger maps and bigger modes, right? I mean, it was trying too much to be Call of Duty. And I think that's why people are so in love with Battlefield 1, because it kind of returns to those roots of offering these massive scales and vehicle-driven multiplayer. And
it doesn't feel like it's trying to compete as much.
Yeah, it's doing its own thing, man.
I bet you part of that has to do with the fact that EA has Titanfall now, so they can let Titanfall be that Call of Duty competitor and let Battlefield kind of be its own thing.
Someone was asking, we addressed this earlier, but someone was asking again how it plays, and it's, according to Jean-Luc, it feels very true to the original.
Yep.
It feels like a solid port of what you remember, just updated visuals. and like smooth tech behind the scenes. We've had no problem joining matches or anything like that, which has been great.
We taking the lead. Hoorah! Mission accomplished.
Ooh, close round. Someone was asking if we do giveaways. We do giveaways sometimes, but we don't currently have plans for any kind of Call of Duty giveaways that I'm aware of. Certainly not doing any during this stream. Sorry, man. Oh, somebody's like, 40 hours left on my COD4 download. Oof.
Ooh.
Bummer,
Man,
dude.
Dude, your internet. Ooh.
Use some of those hours to complain to your ISP.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna hopefully be moving next week. And
Level 8.
I'm gonna attempt to contact try and like get internet set up so that hopefully they can come in like the day or day after.
That's always the fun part of moving.
I know how unreliable that is, so I'm like, oh man, like
Internet at the office is pretty good though. You just live here.
Exactly. I'm probably just gonna spend more time in the office so I can play, and my girlfriend will wonder where I am. I'll be like,
That's fine.
It's the only way to do things.
Listen, it's that time of year.
Okay.
Going to search?
We're gonna play Search and Destroy.
Boom.
Who was that for? This is for you.
Logan Oates.
Logan Oates. Is he on YouTube or
Not Hall & Oates. Yeah, he's on YouTube.
Let's try and get downpour and not crash.
Ground war on Bog. Ridiculous. It was, as you just saw. And again, this is
Don't worry, Logan Oates. We got you. You don't have to do anything drastic, man. You're good.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare HD, not available as a standalone product, but hopefully it will be eventually. Currently, you can just get it as part of one of 3 special edition SKUs for Infinite Warfare, which is out today. So you can play this if you pick up Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can watch us play it and yell at us for not playing it right.
Yep. Or me, specifically.
Yeah. Maybe focus all your anger at him. If I was playing, I'd be amazing. I'm just, here for support.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Here for support and excuses and monitoring the chat. Chat's very important. People are threatening to chop off their arms if we don't pay attention.
Well, I don't think anyone's playing Search and Destroy.
Yeah, one person is.
Well,
one level 1 person.
We'll give it a couple of minutes, Logan Oates, but might not have any luck.
We might actually play on Downpour, though, which would be nice for just a change of pace. Very different map. When did you guys start yours? Oh, we're talking about downloads. I thought they were asking when we started the stream.
Download. So
yeah, how long did this take? Well, we're on like a T1 line
yeah, we're on like
here.
a crazy thing. It didn't take that long.
We're not a good test for this.
Last night. Started it around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I just usually I just let games run overnight at home, so I actually don't know how long it took, but yeah,
we got some people.
I think it fit. I hope it finished.
Is it a separate download from Infinite Warfare? I assume they're like you initiate the download separately.
Let's get random. We'll play.
No, we're just gonna end up on Overgrown again.
Nope, we got backlog.
Okay, that works.
This is a separate download, although you need to have the disc in. Infinite Warfare disc in. If you bought it like a disc version.
And I assume if you purchased it digitally, you can.
Not sure how that works exactly, but if you bought it physically, you have to have a disc in to actually play. It will not let it play.
To play, you have to have the Infinite Warfare disc in the machine to play Modern Warfare HD.
You'll start it up. It's a separate thing on the menu. You'll just start it up, and then it says, "Hey, you need to put in the disc," and then you put in the disc, and then it'll let you go.
Fun.
Which I'm not sure. Again, it might be a case of, I bet you that's a thing where they don't want people to buy it for Modern Warfare and then just immediately return.
Yeah, no, that's clearly what it is. Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's 100% the reason why they did that. It's because I bet they would know, a lot of people who just want Modern Warfare Remastered would get it and then sell it for $30, $40 at GameStop.
Yep.
But if it's digital, it won't matter because you'll already have it and you can't return it. So they probably don't have that restriction if you bought it digitally.
Overlord Actual asks, or are they even paying attention to chat? We are. Hello. What did you want to know?
Yeah, man.
I missed your original thing. Oh wait, you're the guy that asked if we're doing giveaways. We just told you we're not. I'm sorry, we are not doing a giveaway today. We do not have plans for a Call of Duty giveaway. You are on your own.
Oh right, I forgot Search and Destroy is right. I totally forgot. It's a one life thing. Shit.
Oh yeah. Well, we get to sit here now.
Yay!
We can watch other people die.
Let's watch this guy.
Oh, this is our last alive teammate.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay. Let's watch him play.
let's watch him camp and try to not die.
How many? Oh, it's... Wow, everyone else on that other team's alive except for one.
This guy is screwed. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
there he is.
Lost that round, but this is not over yet. Get ready for the next one.
It's not over yet, Jean-Luc.
No, it's not.
Yes, he did die. We were all there. Our whole team was watching that one guy die. We know.
Search and destroy.
Somebody just reacted, oh my god, I remember this map. Wow. There's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of like, oh, right, this thing, and you round this, oh, yeah. Which is kind of fun. I mean, I think a lot of people sunk so many hours into this game that it has burned into their brains.
I'm really curious, somebody who's maybe played recent Call of Duties but didn't actually ever play this game, how they would feel about playing it. Because I really like it, and I'm like, man, this is great. I think it still holds up. But I also have the nostalgic feelings for the game.
Right, you remember the maps. You remember how this felt. Like, it's same with me. It would be interesting to get, like, a more modern player who never played this one.
Yeah, like, I do genuinely think the core gameplay absolutely still is good. But I'm curious, someone who's never had that nostalgia, if they find it appealing or not.
What's up with the silenced pistol guy?
The bomb has been planted.
Seems like an odd choice, but he's doing pretty well.
I wonder if Logan Oates wanted us to play this mode just so I'll immediately die and we can watch other people play. That's what I would do.
Very tricky.
We've lost that
It's all a ploy.
We're doing real bad.
Get ready for the next
Yeah,
one.
we are.
Please answer, what is your opinion on people buying Infinite Warfare for this? I mean, my opinion is, like, listen, man, it's a completely understandable marketing move. Like, it sucks. It would be great if they sold it as a standalone product, because I'm sure a lot more people would buy it. But it's their game. They have a right to package it the way they want to package it. I think it is, in their minds, or at least the way they're framing it, they're treating it as sort of a reward or a bonus for buying Infinite Warfare, as opposed to just something that stands on its own. Which is sort of contrary to the way that a lot of publishers have treated their HD remasters, right? Because most of those seem to be available as standalone products. We just saw it with Skyrim. We saw it with Bioshock. So, I mean, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I truly believe that at some point they will release it as a standalone product.
Yeah.
There's been no indication that they will, but just logic and, commercialism dictate that will happen eventually.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's a shame that it's not available day one, but I get why they're doing it this way. It is what it is. Just, if you really, really don't want to buy Infinite Warfare, just be patient. Like, you will probably have an opportunity to play this at a later date as like a standalone product. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
It's,
And if you buy it, if you are someone who's like, hey, I want to spend the $80 to get it just for this game, that's your business, everyone's cost value is going to be different.
But I will say that, like, listen, Infinite Warfare, by all accounts, is not a bad game.
No,
it's not like you're getting nothing,
So here's the thing.
Like,
I said I did not like the multiplayer, which I don't. I think the single player is really fun. I think it's a really good single player.
I have not had a chance to play the Infinite Warfare's campaign yet, but it looks
our reviewer, Miguel Concepcion, who you can watch that review now.
Yeah, I think it's like, if you're looking at the homepage, it's probably directly next to the link you clicked to get into this stream.
Yep, he gave it an 8.
Which is pretty much on par with
a great video review edited by one Jean-Luc over on GameSpot.
Oh, was it you? How about that?
Yep.
And it seems to be sitting at around an 8 on Metacritic, so the consensus is hovering in that area that it is actually a pretty decent, interesting game.
But,
like, kind of lackluster multiplayer, but
totally.
a really, like, the best single player in years.
Yes.
And a really great update for zombies. Which, I mean, for me, zombies is, you were, like, on that grenade when it blew up. Zombies is, like, one of the biggest draws for Call of Duty, for me at least. Like,
really?
I love zombies.
So I actually never liked zombies.
Really?
And honestly, I think part of that has less to do with zombies and more that I was like, zombies is kind of okay. But I had a couple of friends who were just obsessed with zombies, and they always wanted to play zombies and always talking about zombies, and that just kind of turned me off on the whole thing, where I'm just like, man, like, whatever. Forget zombies, like, ugh. But I played some of this one. I was on that stream that Mike and Mary did.
Yep.
And I enjoyed that. I had fun with that. And
I know Mike was. I don't know if you watched the stream, but Mike was getting really annoyed.
Yeah, Mike was getting really annoyed.
You kept just killing things. Like, no, you got to be strategic about the things you kill.
Well, I was taking his kills. I was like going over to his.
Ooh, our team has abandoned us.
I would shoot everything in my window, and then I'd be like, well, I'll just go shoot other things. So I'd go to his window and start shooting. He would get really mad about it. Let's do a regular deathmatch.
Yeah, we're down to the last like 5-10 minutes of play here, so we're gonna do just one more game probably. You to jump back into. Let's try to find a different map maybe, just to give a little visual variety.
What do we got? District.
All right. I don't think we played District today, so we're good.
No, I think we just played it. Yeah, this is the one we just played.
A couple of people in the comments chiming in to say that they've enjoyed the single player, Infinite Warfare single player.
Yeah. So Miguel said he thought the single player was the best it's been since the Modern Warfare games, and I would tend to agree. From my experience, I think it's a really, really good. I think the space combat is awesome.
And you've completed the campaign, right? You've played.
I have not.
Okay.
I am midway through.
Okay.
It's like 6 to 7 hours, depending.
Yeah, so relatively short. I mean, basically what we've come to expect from like these multiplayer-focused AAA shooters.
I mean, it's got side missions. It's got like
which is cool, and obviously very different for a Call of Duty game.
Totally. Okay, I'm not actually in this. Let's try and actually like get a match I can play in.
It's a good plan. Maybe it'll make for a better stream. Yeah, people are a couple Zombies fans out there. So we were doing a zombie stream yesterday, so that is also on the site if you want to see what the new Zombies mode in Infinite Warfare looks like. There is a lot of footage of Jean-Luc and Mike and Mary playing that on the site yesterday, so you can go look for that. It's up somewhere. Go to our video tab, you'll find it pretty quickly.
Okay. There we go.
Let's do this, Marines. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh.
So people asking the very important question: is Infinite Warfare worth getting? I mean, listen, it's up to you if you want to spend $60 to $80. Like that amount of money is different for every person. But by all accounts, the game is actually pretty good. Like we were saying, probably
if you really like single player a lot, if you enjoy yourself a really good single player campaign
and zombies
is
really good.
I'd say that's enough. Like for me, I care a lot about single player, and I really like. So that's one of the reasons I fell off Call of Duty was I thought the single players were just kind of dropping in quality, and I wasn't as into the multiplayer over the years. So just the value there wasn't there for me. The single player though, it being so good, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty great. If you are. If you take the multiplayer into consideration, though, I think it's just kind of this time. It's not bad by any means, but I don't think it.
And although
really
that is interesting, because in terms of the question of worth, if the multiplayer is the portion, and that is also the portion that gives the game its longevity, then like that kind of makes the game less worth it overall, I guess. I mean, again, it depends on what you're buying the game for.
Yeah, what you're going for. If you're looking for a really good single player campaign, then this game might be worth it to you. It might not be worth $60 out of the gate. Maybe wait a little bit until it's cheaper. Get it for like $40 for a really good single player campaign. That would probably be a pretty good deal, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna check out. I think me and my girlfriend might play some Zombies over the weekend because it has split screen. I think that'd be like a fun little game to play together.
Zombies is good. Play Zombies.
Our UAV is online.
Dude, David Hasselhoff is in this one.
Yeah.
For some reason.
We have a guide that tells you how to get
find
him, how to
hassle the Hoff.
Yep. That's a pretty good name. I don't know who came up with that, but that was pretty good.
What, Hassle the Hoff? Oh, that's a thing. That's
how
been
to hassle the Hoff.
That's a long running.
Okay, well that's
No. That joke is as old as David Hasselhoff himself.
Never mind. I take it back. Whoever came up with that title.
He used to say that
I
himself.
rescind my.
He was a judge
joke.
on that dumb reality show, and he used to say it.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah, we're not that clever.
All right, I take it back. Ah.
And dead again.
Come on, how many kills do I have? None.
Oof.
Okay, well.
Oof, shouldn't have checked. Sorry, I mean, keep giving you crap.
Nah, that's fine.
I almost feel a little bad. And you're back.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Our UAV
Looking over
is
chat again.
online.
When I was playing this morning, Mike came by and was like, "Oh, how you liking it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." He's like, "Yeah, he's talking about how the M16 is just like too overpowered." He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm going like 23-6 or something, you know, and I'm just like dominating, you know, it's too easy, and I'm just sitting there like dying over and over again, like doing really bad. I'm like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, that guy's all talk. That guy is all talk.
I'm usually much better, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a few people in the chat have realized that talking to somebody while playing, like, yeah, it's listen, you're gonna die a little more than you normally would.
I'm here to show off the game. I'm not here to show off my skills.
That is, yeah, I actually agree with that statement. Even though it sounds like a cop out and an excuse, it is actually true.
Ah, dang it.
There are plenty of Twitch streamers who are that they exist to be good at the game.
If you want to watch a guy who, like, I mean, he'll barely talk. He'll just like sit there dead
and massacre everyone in a really impressive way.
Yeah, if you
that is the thing you can watch. That is not us, though.
You don't need. Yeah, you don't come to us for that. There's plenty of outlets for that. It'd be cool if we could also do that, but
no. We do some pretty good Overwatch players here, though.
Yeah, Joey's always. I would say he's my go-to Overwatch player, at least on the video side. If we need like Overwatch footage, we're like, get Joey.
By the way, chat, we're winding down. This will probably be the last match. So, any final questions about Modern Warfare HD, go ahead and drop those in chat, either on Twitch, YouTube, or on site. We'll try to address them as we wind down here, Modern Warfare HD. Or you can just weigh in with your favorite shooter this year, because there have been a lot of them.
Yeah.
Overwatch, Doom, Titanfall, Gears,
so
Battlefield.
I would say this has been a fantastic year for multiplayer shooters. I played, let's see, Overwatch, which is great. Titanfall is fantastic. Battlefield's really good. The Gears of War 4 multiplayer is actually really, really good. The multiplayer in Gears 4 is really comprehensive. It has a lot of cool modes. We talked about gun game modes earlier. That one has a gun game mode. That's really, really good.
I am a sucker for like silly arcadey shooter modes.
Yeah, Gears is great for that. And it's on PC, which is awesome.
Dude, and Horde mode is so fun.
And Horde mode's really, really good.
Horde mode. For this, a lot of the same reasons I love zombies.
It's a very niche one, but I actually really like Uncharted 4's multiplayer quite a bit.
I never actually played any of the multiplayer in Uncharted 4.
I was really into 2 and 3 a lot.
Interesting.
I played a lot of 2 and 3's multiplayer.
I mean, honestly, when I think Uncharted, I do not think multiplayer.
Totally.
And I'm not saying it can't be good. It's just like that's not why I play those games.
I think it's actually really good. It's a niche thing. But
I'm willing to believe it.
And it has enough of an audience. Sort of what I was talking about with where I think this game will have an audience over time. Like, just there'll always be people there. Same kind of with Uncharted, and like even Last of Us was kind of that same way. Where eventually people would fall off, but you could always find some people playing those games because there's just people who really, really like those multiplayer. And I did not like Doom's multiplayer, but that game is an amazing single-player campaign.
Yeah, I actually just started it. It's very good.
Regardless of the multiplayer being kind of that game is worth the $60 just for the campaign.
Such a great sense of humor. Like, not what I expected from Doom at all. Like,
so
to
good.
actually enjoy the writing and the lore and the world of Doom as much as I do. In addition to, of course, the shooting being super satisfying.
Did you see that Danny is at id right now?
I did see that. Yes. Saw the teaser.
When he said, like, oh, I'm going to be doing a bunch of, these documentaries, I was like, he's got to do the new Doom. He's got it. That is such the perfect
That may
Danny
well
thing.
be what he's doing.
I was like, that has to be what he's doing. And then he did Rocket League. I'm like, okay, well, that's the actual perfect one for Danny is Rocket League. But then the second one,
that man does
Doom,
love Rocket League.
And I'm like, all right, he's gotten the two good ones.
All right, that's going to do it for us, though, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer. We did some single player last month. If you want to see single player in action, head to GameSpot.com. We've got those videos on site already. Hopefully you enjoyed our little look here at the multiplayer from Modern Warfare HD. This is out today as part of a few different special edition packages with Infinite Warfare, so you can go pick up Infinite Warfare and possibly get this along with it. We have no word on whether or not this will be available as a standalone product, but maybe someday. But honestly, it plays really well. It looks like probably better than any other remaster this year. So, thumbs up for Modern Warfare HD. Thank you guys for joining us. Stick around to GameSpot.com for more coverage of all shooters and like reviews and news and BlizzCon stuff, because that's happening today as well. All kinds of fun stuff. So thank you guys for joining us. We will see you on the next stream.
Bye.
Assuming I can close out of this stream.
You gotta...
Which I can't.